Hey guys, Bionic here. I just wanted to let y'all know that I split an episode into two parts because I realized that my recording went a bit long again, and so this will be episode 20 of Genshin Impact in my prologue season. I hope you enjoy. Feel free to like the video and subscribe, and we'll get right back into it.
You guys are back! The honorary knight returns triumphant.
Yep, we're
We
back
are.
from tussling with Dvalin.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your heroic deeds.
Thank you.
I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that.
Trust me, it's not enough you'd want too often, but honestly, it's all thanks to your referral.
That doesn't come into it. You guys deserve all the credit for how you resolved this crisis.
I don't think so.
When I brought you into the city that day, I was just doing my duty as an outrider.
Well, we
Okay,
appreciate it
Martha,
anyways.
but have you been waiting for us here this whole time?
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with the aftermath of the crisis as we speak.
Hmm.
Aftermath? Here? What happened in Mondstadt?
It looks like there's been some Metatrolls and Hilitrolls over here.
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city.
Bet it was the Abyss mages trying to take some of our strongest away so they could hit the village.
Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the hilly churls were moving closer to the city a while back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out one of their camps.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now.
We're glad you held them off.
Me too. But I have a strange feeling that we're not out of the woods yet.
Oh, I would say this is only be the
Hilly
beginning.
churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like this.
Mm-hmm.
Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind it.
Indeed.
They've taken over the Hilly Churls. Good thing we saved Dvalin, or they might have taken him too.
That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order from now on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory, not listening to all this somber talk.
That's okay. There's more to this than just a single victory. We know the Abyss Order is gonna take us a while to deal with. That's not even talking about the Fatui that originally stopped us from using the Holy Lyre. So we don't even really know if those two are working together against each other. But there's just a lot going on.
I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? Before everyone got caught up in the Storm Terror crisis.
I suppose so.
There's no time like the present, right? You guys hungry?
We would love some. Thank you.
You bet! You may have forgotten till just now, but it's been on Paimon's mind this whole time.
Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last ate a sticky honey roast myself.
Honey roast.
Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. I just have to clean up here real quick.
All right, got it. Right.
Ta-da!
Oh, we have some
Barbara's
new.
here. Leave the heat. Ta-da! Barbara's here.
All
Ta-da!
right. Thank you, Barbara. Let's see. I think we got an achievement here, actually. Wonders of the world. Winds change their course to be rescued by Dvalin. I think that's it, but let me just scroll through here real quick. Yep, that looks to be it. And the only other thing is this is just showing that we have Barbara now. All right. Let's go ahead and head in to the Good Hunter. Hmm. Looks like we have to chat with people. Darn, that's not my strong suit. What do you want to talk to us about, Cyrus?
Here we go. This is it.
What's it?
Crisis, danger, the thrill of adventure.
You weren't a part of any of it.
Adventurers Guild! Finally, our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over. The age of adventure is upon us.
Then where were you?
Roll up, youngsters. Join the Adventurers Guild today. In this time of great upheaval, we must rally together, take on the dragon, and save our great city of Mondstadt.
Yeah, about that. We already solved your dragon problem.
What? What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? I missed the acting clanmaster's speech?
Yeah, you're really out of the loop, man.
Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join in.
If y'all would have joined in, y'all probably would have gotten smoked. That's in parentheses in my head because he can't hear me, but I'm serious, though. Who the heck is Nimrod? Hey man, what's up?
Long live the heroes. Thank you. It's finally over.
At least the threat in Mondstadt, we hope.
Many trade routes have closed due to the storm terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up, we're all doomed.
Oh no. What are you gonna do without alcohol? Oh no.
I cannot imagine a world without wine.
I can. It would be okay. You would find another drink you like.
I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
Use my sarcasm. Hello, Grace.
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the four winds. We never should have forgotten his past sacrifice for Mondstadt. Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the point of no return.
That's implying that the Four Winds were potentially all dragons.
For that, we have you to thank. And Jean for her unfailing devotion. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in Mondstadt.
To the Good Hunter we go. Oh, hi, Kaya.
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship.
Perhaps if you would have joined us in the final battle, then maybe I would feel that way. But hey, I didn't see you there.
It seems your great battle sharpened not only your combat skills, but your wit as well. A knight after my own heart. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost. And that's coming from a knight.
I can't tell if half the time this guy is just smug or joking.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart.
I couldn't have said it better, Paimon. What are you plotting this time?
Me? Nothing. On the contrary, I'm trying to work out what others are plotting.
Yeah,
That's why I'm here. Somewhere quiet, where I can collect my thoughts.
alright.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order.
Of course.
A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their move.
I couldn't agree more.
If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls?
I believe there must be more to the
To get
story.
to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited, and watched for their next move. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as the hilly churls' cries sounded from the city gates.
Hmm.
That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Interesting.
Inside the city?
I still think it has something to do with the Fatui.
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of, let's call it fraternizing.
So you did have your own job then. Glad to know we have your help here in Mondstadt while we were away. I was growing a little salty.
Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel.
Ooh, do tell.
The situation is this. The Abyss Order. They are united under a single leader.
Oh. I think I remember. I think I remember who it is.
The leader?
Mhm.
Yes? And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
I know who this is.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Probably better not to ask, Paimon.
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers. There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call her the Princess.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who this is.
Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way.
Oh, she's actually coming here to meet us.
I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices me.
Fair, fair. Good luck with that.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he's slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience.
I think there's a lot behind the scenes.
Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of trouble.
I don't know. That's just...
But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order.
Alright.
Hi, Sarah. One sticky honey roast, please.
Awesome. Let's go take a seat with Amber. Woo! Or jump off the side of a wall, you know. Solid choice. There we go. It just wasn't showing up as a prompt.
So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about his sister.
That were kind of my thoughts, too.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now.
It's not like I won't come back and visit, but I'm gonna miss my Favonian family.
Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius, and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go, and wherever the wind may blow.
Let the wind lead.
That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you.
Thank you.
All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
Hmm, sounds good.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention.
Hmm?
Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
Ah, right. Let's just teleport over there. Might be my sense of laziness, but it'll be okay. Let's see. I wanted to say I didn't interrupt most of the last cutscene because I wanted y'all to just kind of experience the whole cutscene and how beautiful the prologue is. And also, I am very aware my fighting skills are not the best, but I hope that y'all enjoyed that fight anyways. All right, let's go ahead and go inside. I have a feeling this is about the fact that the Holy Lyre is now very broken. Ah, yes, we see Venti.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the Holy Lyre de Himmel.
Uh, sorry.
May the Animo Archon protect you.
He did.
I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master. But I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
I can't imagine it either.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them.
Mm-hmm.
This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling that's not the last we'll see of them.
Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like quite the story. So, did you bring the Holy Lyre with you? We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
We, did bring it with us. It's just... It's a little...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special funding.
What?
The Holy Lyre! Oh, Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
You fix it?
How could this... The Holy Lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No, no! I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What?
Gosh.
Tone deaf bard! Hey, don't go!
Well, sorry, Jean. We just kind of left you there. Hmm. Ah, with Fatui.
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh.
Hmm.
Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
You should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake.
Oh, hello, Barbara. Uh, Venti, is he alright?
I wouldn't say he's all right, exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you. That
Hmm.
bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient, but he just said it's completely normal, and then got up and left the cathedral.
He
Hmm.
left? Already? Where'd he go?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said.
Ah, Vanessa's tree.
I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave. How strange.
I think Jean understands.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animal Archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we can't tell Barbara.
Yeah, that would be best. Well, Barbara, we're actually gonna head over there, so let's go ahead and make our way over to Windrise. Oh, hello. Hey, Venti.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells.
What happened?
I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck?
So what is a gnosis?
So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people, but I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions.
I see. So the one attached to your side is probably a fake then, right?
Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a Gnosis.
Ah, so that's what she took out of you. My character's asking what the thing is then.
It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
Ah, I see.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your Gnosis?
We saw her. La Signora. It said that she was the 8 out of, I believe, the 11 Fatui Harbingers. But we'll learn more about this, I suppose, soon.
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers.
I was right
She
then.
and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The
Hmm.
Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Another Archon.
Indeed, she is one of the 7, the Tsaritsa who reigns from the Zeppeljarni Palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's Gnosis.
What sort of god is the Saritsa?
How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well, but I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me.
Hmm.
But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another day.
Okay.
If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally.
All right.
He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone,
Hasn't he been through enough, Paimon?
In any case, this year's Rite of Dissension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
Hmm.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye! We're going!
One moment, Windborn Outlander.
Hey, sorry for borrowing the statue's animal power without asking.
Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me to a glass of dandelion wine.
You can drink it. I'll give my glass to you.
Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The
Mm-hmm.
birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything, so before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you.
Thank you, Venti.
Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
Let's get to know a bit more about everything. Let's talk about
Up
Dvalin.
till the end, Dvalin remembered his duty as one of the 4 winds.
Okay.
As such, I don't intend to forcibly strip him of that duty and force my ideals of freedom onto him. I
Hmm.
just hope that Dvalin will be able to choose for himself and understand what freedom is.
Okay.
Before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of freedom in this way by a friend.
Hmm. Let's talk about the Abyss
Kaya some
Order.
new intelligence, you say?
Yes.
Oh, I see. So, the Abyss Order has a princess who orchestrated the plan to corrupt Dvalin?
Mm-hmm.
They were probably trying to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But that said, I have never heard of any such princess of the Abyss Order.
So this must be a more recent development then.
I think so too. Apparently. But how does a princess come out of nowhere and take command over the entire Abyss Order?
That's a good question. Let's talk about Signora more.
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she? She just grabbed your gnosis and left?
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius.
That's true, because even though we have our word, if any of the knights themselves saw, then that would completely rip apart any good terms that they had with
The
them.
slightest slip up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
Seems so.
If only the Seven Nations had banded together against the Abyss Order in the first place. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the Seven Nations, yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use Dvalin as a bargaining chip against the Knights.
Hmm.
Speaking of the lyre, didn't Diluc say something like this before?
I think so.
He said that the Fatui can only run amok across the Seven Nations and threaten the Knights because of the Harbingers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. As I said earlier, the Cryo-Archon has given them authority and strength beyond that of other mortals.
Okay.
The Tsaritsa... I haven't seen her. Whatever
Shoot,
the
sorry.
answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the Seven all the more difficult.
I accidentally skipped the line. Let me go back. The Tsaritsa. I haven't seen her in 500 years. What is she thinking? What's her plan? Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the Seven all the more difficult. Lastly, let's talk about
As I
deities real
said
quick.
before, Vision Wielders are known as Allogenes and may ascend to Celestia. A Gnosis is a higher order nexus of elemental manipulation and is emblematic of an Archon's status as one of the Seven. But as for which of the Seven took your sister, I'm sorry, I don't know. Wait, as one of the Seven, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I?
I would say that we've known you long enough to trust you.
We're a great team indeed. Say, once you find your sister, how would you like to become one of the new Four Winds?
Maybe. Perhaps I'll take you up on that offer.
You don't seem too into it.
Oh no, I've got to keep my options open, Paimon.
Hey, Tune Deaf Bard! If being one of the Four Winds means free food, you can consider Paimon.
Don't hire her. She's gonna be more lazy than you. I guess there's nothing else.
Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
Alright. Alright. Got it. Thank you. Alright. Looks like we have quite a few requests that just popped up. Oh, interesting. What are all these that are popping up? I'll take them. Interesting. Let's snag this real quick. Then let's head over to our character profile. Let's get our second constellation activated. And then here is Barbara. Okay, we have some achievements left to do. Beginning of the end. Let me go and scroll down real quick. Beginning of the end. Complete the Mondstadt Archon quests. As well as we also have Song of the Dragon and Freedom. Alright. Nothing new in here, like we saw last time. And then, let's see. So we have a few quests that we can actually access. Not till later on, though. Ooh. Maybe I'll have to go on a side quest all the way to Fontaine. Because that would be really nice for taking pictures. The other quest we have is the Legend of the Dark Knight hero. And then we have, of course, our commissions. But lastly, let's go to this and see how many we have. Just enough to get one final wish. But with that, I'd like to thank y'all so much for watching this episode of Genshin Impact. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed not only seeing the end of the prologue, but also seeing our final fight with Dvalin and everything that went down. Actually, this brings us to an important milestone. Because this is the end of the prologue, this means the end of Season 1 of Genshin Impact. Thank y'all so much for sticking around with me this long. When I join you in the next episode, we'll be starting Act 1. We'll be going on more quests, and we'll continue forward to Liyue. But once again, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that you did enjoy, and I will see y'all on the next episode. Take care, and goodbye.